guys, Squesse here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry it's been a while, but I'm here with a new video. Today I'm going to be taking a picture of mine that I posted on my Instagram. I'm just going to go get it. And I'm just going to be making it into a larger size. So let's do this. My inspiration for this picture was the prompt word dream. And as you can see, it's quite fitting as nothing in this picture really makes sense. It's a girl flying a kite at night, but the sky is the sea. I saw a picture like this somewhere. It wasn't this picture, obviously, but it was just kind of the idea that the sky was the sea. And I just kind of used that idea in this picture, and I thought it looked so fitting because, I mean, it's definitely a dreamlike concept. So I'm just getting my watercolor paper out right now, and I'm going big, guys, like big piece of paper, which is very uncharacteristic of me. I usually stick to quite small, kind of like postcard sizes like I did. But yeah, let's just go and try to make this baby bigger. I'm just going to start, obviously, by sketching it out first. It's going to be quite difficult to get the proportions right. It's basically like you're just taking the picture and just making it bigger. So everything has to be bigger. So what you were drawing in like small size, I'll say it like that, you have to now draw it in big size, which means there's going to be a lot more room in each character or each piece of this drawing, which will be a little bit more difficult because then you can add more detail. And if you don't, it just kind of looks like a big empty drawing that's just been like zoomed in, which won't look as cool. I really hope you guys get what I'm saying. The point is, it's going to be a little difficult. So I'm going to start off by sketching the hills and then the jellyfish. And a good trick I've learned from translating something from like the picture you're copying off of to the actual artwork is just flicking your eyes really quickly back and forth, and the differences just start to pop out like really obviously, like say the fish I'm drawing, say the eyeball is slightly more to the right than it should be, and you flick back and forth and you start to realize, okay, that doesn't look right. And it just really helps me, almost like you're putting two images together in your mind, like if you flick fast enough, and then it's like you're putting one image on top of the other sort of, and then you're just starting to see where you've erred, and then you can fix that. A quick thing I want to mention, guys, is that I did not copy these animals from memory or draw them from memory. In the original picture, I did look up reference images of whales or jellyfish or just different kinds of fish to do that on. Like, I did not do this from memory. I use reference images all the time in my art. They are so helpful. I don't know if in this enlarged picture I used any reference images or I just remembered what I saw from the original image doing that. But just remember, I did use reference images in the original picture. Anyway, guys, as you can see, I've moved on to the next stage in my drawing, which is inking or outlining, however you like to say it. I'm using my Tombow Fudanowski, I think it's the hard tip, to outline it all. I don't think this really was a good choice just because I use my Tombows for so many other things and they're quite expensive. Like, I'll use them for calligraphy, right? That's what they're specifically for. Of course, you can outline them, and it worked perfectly fine. Like, I'm not saying it was a bad pen for outlining or whatever. I'm just saying I could have chosen a pen more suited for outlining. We'll save this for my more, like, calligraphy works. But it did hold up incredibly well, and it was water resistant. It didn't smear at all. It was just perfect. Also, quick thing, guys, the girl, did not like how that turned out right there, but I think I go ahead and fix it later. I think it's something to do with the chin, or maybe the head's too big, but if it's bothering you right now, just remember, I fix it later. Or maybe it's only me that's being bothered. Anyway, I'm just bringing in the water now, getting ready for the paints. Let's go, guys. I'm going to be using Daler Rowney watercolor set, and I think it's a pack of 12. I don't know what the set is specifically called, but I did get it in a scrawler box. And I'm also going to be using Vivia color sheets. Oh my goodness, guys, I cannot say enough praise about Vivia color sheets. Their pigmentation and how vivid they are just incredible. Like they said, you know, Vivia, or is it Viviva? It might be Vivia, actually. Okay, sorry. Anyway, guys, the kind of main blue color I used for this picture is the Prussian blue from Vivia color sheets, and then I used a darker kind of, you know, just a less vibrant blue color, just to add different tones and colors into the picture that I so much liked in the original. And if you guys are worrying about how splotchy and light and kind of faded the first coat is. Don't worry, you just keep adding coats on top of coats. That's what you do in watercolor. That's how you work with it until you eventually get the dark color that I so love in the original. That's just how watercolor works. You just put layer upon layer upon layer, and eventually you'll get a nice, dark, rich color. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah, the picture's starting to get dark. You just keep adding those layers, and eventually you'll get a nice, dark, crisp color. I'm gonna be starting it on the jellyfish pretty soon. A problem I did notice with this picture, or it was actually a problem with me in my painting style, is I painted a lot inside the lines. Like, I was kind of sloppy with my watercolor. I'm not perfect handling the brush, and I just bleed inside the lines a lot, which can create really kind of muddy colors, which I don't recommend you doing, obviously, but that was just me kind of being lazy with my brush strokes. If you want a really nice, clean lines, just don't be as lazy as I was. I'm just putting the first coat on the whale right now. Like I said before, guys, all you really need is just layers. Just keep putting that color on top of the other. Just, of course, wait till the first layer is dried, or else the color won't actually get darker. It will just mix with the first layer. So yeah, that's actually a very important point to remember. Wait till the layer is dry before painting another layer on top of it. So guys, I have a quick confession to make. This picture that I'm working on, I can only work on it in the afternoons when the lighting's really good, so I can't work on it on the evening, but I really enjoy making art in the evening just for fun. And when I had this piece in the making, I didn't have really any other art going on, and so I would come in the evening, I just kind of stare at it and just like, I really want to do something on it. So a couple times I just took the gel pen and did stars because, you don't really notice that difference too much. So there are a lot of stars on this piece, okay guys? I just kind of went pen happy and just drew stars all over the place. And this just looks like a very, popping piece. Like, wow, there's so much detail on here, or a lot of stars. Okay, we're getting on to the final stages of the drawing here, making the hill. So first I did the grass, just with my Tombow Fudenosi, and then I'm doing the bulk of the hill. I started with a Sharpie, but now I'm going to be ending with a Posca pen because there was no juice in that Sharpie, and it's like a painted picture, and Posca pens make more sense. It was just so much easier. I don't even know why I started with the Sharpie in the first place. But I remedied my mistake, and now we have some nice black hills. Okay guys, so here's the final picture. What do you guys think? Do you think it looks like I made it just into a bigger picture? Actually, yeah, that's the question of the week right there. Anyway guys, I'm just so proud of this, and I just think I accomplished what I set out to do. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Comment down below what you thought. Squesse out. This is my annoying sister while I'm editing in the truck. Just being an annoying sister. Oh, and a cute brother. They want to come in, and I'm not going to let them. Why did I do that? Hi, y'all!